I believe that a risk mitigation in banks against fraud is most effective in its dynamic, collaborative form. Dynamic because there has to be a body of knowledge of fraud that is consistently updated and is available to all. Banking fraud risk cannot be a competitive edge for any bank. It's a zero-sum game. Either the banks are winning or the fraudsters are winning. One bank can win whilst another bank is losing. They're on the same team. And that's why it's important that any information regarding fraud is properly documented, properly assessed, mitigation properly documented, and culprits properly documented so that you quarantine them. They're a cancer. There's been a significant increase in the spate of people that call you from ostensibly a bank, asking you to provide information because maybe they're going to do an upgrade or your card is blocked or whatever pretense. Secure all your banking details and clear your account. And more it's becoming clear that a lot of these are aided by insider jobs, maybe between the banks and the telecom in this age of mobile banking and telephone banking. Yes, there's also the fraud that comes from outside, which is cybersecurity fraud, denial of service and so on. But I think that the bigger crisis that we're facing now is the enemy within. Somebody does fraud in a bank. The bank doesn't want to say anything in order to safeguard their reputation or guard against litigation. And therefore, we inoculate him to go into another bank with better knowledge and commit another fraud. It's not smart because even if you fortress your bank, you are still connected by API to third parties, which if they don't have the information of the fraud database, they will open you to fraud, as has happened with third parties and banks. The other thing is a hush-hush approach to fraud that doesn't allow us to learn more about fraud. That is like machine learning without big data. Without that information, we cannot be effectively protected against bank fraud. Just imagine if someone with COVID-19 goes secretly to a hospital and the hospital, discovering they have a COVID-19 patient, secretly treats him and nobody is reporting and everybody believes that they are safeguarding their reputation. Where do you think that will leave us? We were able to conquer Ebola because of open, collaborative sharing of information. This is one of the most effective ways we can check this eventual collapse in the confidence in banks. If the banks don't do this, then the banks are setting themselves for failure. Perhaps the rush to fintechs will inevitably be accelerated or even to Bitcoin.